Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So we've got a ton of leaks today, and they're all basically coming from Temporal. You guys probably know him, but if you don't, he's been doing some great job with data mining, and he's been doing this for quite some time, for many years now. And basically what we've got today is the biggest information data mined on the Battlefield 6 Battle Royale section ever. So we have so much stuff to discuss when it comes to Battle Royale game mode. We also know for a fact that Operation Firestorm actually makes its way back to Battlefield 6 as a remastered version. So this, in my opinion, has been the greatest piece of news in the past week, and I really can't wait to see how the remastered version actually looks like. We also have some signature traits and signature weapons, as you guys probably know, for every single class. That also has been data mined by Temporal. We've got something called Tactical Advice that we're going to talk about. It's a new system coming to squads, and also we're going to talk about some other stuff that's been leaked. Apparently you can have 2 assault rifles as assault class, which in my opinion is just a complete disaster if I want to put it to words. In my opinion, this is ridiculous. I haven't been able to play the game, but this is not Battlefield what these guys are trying to make. Without further ado, guys, let's just go ahead and start the video. Just remember that I really appreciate you. Thank you for 4,000 subscribers. Go ahead and hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, because YouTube hasn't been really kind to me in the past few weeks, and I don't know the reason. I don't know why this is happening, but the channel's experiencing a huge downfall, I would say, and I really need your support right now. So let's go ahead and start the video. We're going to take a look at the Datamined Battle Royale information, and then we're going to talk about the rest of the stuff. So here's how it starts. We've got a lore here. After an explosion, disaster exposes a classified military R&D facility to attack by multiple unidentified PMC groups. The handler deploys an elite squad to secure the site before its secrets can fall into the wrong hands. We've got some gameplay features here as well. We've got something called priority missions. Keep an eye out for priority missions, high reward opportunities that present themselves as the situation on the ground unfolds. So this really reminds me of the contracts of Warzone. There are so many things actually a lot like Warzone here that I'm going to read through one by one. And in my opinion, I've said this before and I'll say it again, if this is going to be needed, they should actually copy some things from Warzone, because Warzone, like it or not, is a very successful Battle Royale experience. So let's be honest, if they need something from Warzone, they should be able to at least, make their own version of it. So we've got countering missions as well. When a nearby enemy squad starts a mission, you may be given the chance to stop them and steal their reward. This also is present in Warzone, but in my opinion, it's a bit different. There's a game prompt here for it as well. It says, quote, "Watch out, another team is countering your squad's marked mission. They will try to eliminate marked player name." So there will be a player of that squad that's doing the mission actually marked, and they will be able to eliminate that person, possibly stopping you from doing your mission, right? So this is exactly like Warzone again. We've got mission rewards as well. Choose a mission from the map for the chance to earn rewards like combat vehicle access keycards, custom weapon drops, and more. Here's what Temporal has to say about this, quote, "You have a gunsmith kit you can use to improve your weapon. Open your inventory, select the weapon, and upgrade it." So this is also basic stuff. We've got vehicle keycards. Obtain a vehicle keycard and take it to a marked container to access a powerful combat vehicle. It's not like you go there and just hit the keycard, get your vehicle. You have to wait there, wait for that keycard to open the container, defend it before you're given the vehicle, and then you're actually on the run with the vehicle. You can't just go ahead and instantly get it. Other squads might be able to attack you and even get your vehicle, so you have to be very careful with that. Now we've got custom weapon drops. Watch for airdropped support packages containing your customized weapons. You can retrieve one of your custom weapons, only one, from a custom weapon drop. Find another one to secure a second custom weapon. Custom weapon drops can be earned as a rare reward for completing missions as well. So this part is like Warzone, but with a small difference. In Warzone, your loadout drop gives all of your weapons to you, your whole loadout, but here you will be able to only get one customized weapon per drop. So if you want your secondary or your second weapon, whatever it is, you're gonna need a second custom weapon loadout drop. That's about that. For field upgrades, completing missions to earn your field upgrades quickly. Unlock new traits for your class by completing missions, getting kills, looting, and finding intel drives. The intel drive you just picked up has earned you significant process on your field upgrade. That is some sort of game prompt. And let's talk about the second chance here. For a short time after infill, this is very important. For a short time after infill, you get 1 free redeployment after death. So this is what Temporal has to say about this. Quote, "The first time you are wiped out early in a round of Royale, you get a second chance and are dropped in again. This is your second and only chance. Make it count." Maybe this is a game prompt as well. I don't really know. looks to me like a game prompt. This is very important. For a short time after infill, this means you're not going to get a second chance if you die, for example, mid-game, based on what we see here. So if one of your squad mates is killed, activate a redeploy point to bring them back into the fight. Mobile redeploy points can be found as rare loot and as a reward for completing missions. You can contest redeploy points activated by hostiles to pause their activation progress. Using a redeploy point while your squad mates are waiting second chance redeployment prevent their second chance from being spent. So this right here actually confirms that it doesn't really matter if you die early or you die mid-game, whatever, you will have a free second chance, right? So this is a really interesting contrast here. I don't really know what to take from this, but apparently you will have your second chance. It doesn't matter when you die, but once that second chance is activated and you're redeployed, you will not have any other chance to be there with your teammates unless they actually contest a redeploy point and basically respawn you. For anti-tank crates, if there's an enemy combat vehicle in your area and you have no anti-vehicle weapons, keep an eye out for marked AT drops. This is another game prompt as well. Here we go, quote, there's an enemy vehicle nearby, find anti-tank equipment and knock it out. So the game actually gives you anti-tank equipment. You just have to get there, retrieve it, and start doing what you have to do with that vehicle. For supply bag armor, the support class supply bag gadget provides armor plates. So this is a gadget probably giving you some armor plates. We have a scavenging thing here. Walk over dead enemies' backpacks to collect their ammo and armor plates. You can recover combat vehicle access keycards from killed hostiles that were holding them. And so this is basic looting stuff. For vehicle containers, after you activate a combat vehicle container using a keycard, you'll need to defend it while it opens. So as I said before, it's not like something happening super fast. You have to wait there, wait for it to open, defend it. Other squads might come there and take your vehicle. So it's going to be really hot around those vehicle containers and also redeploy points. So NXC Flamefront, the ring of burning NXC is never stable. It will constantly collapse until nothing remains. NXC instantly destroys anything it touches. Respect the ring. You'll start burning if you're too close to the ring. So this is very interesting. The ring will have some proximity damaging, meaning you don't have to be in there to actually take damage. And it says NXC instantly destroys anything it touches. So if by accident, or it doesn't really matter how, if that ring of fire actually touches you, you're supposed to be dead. This is what it says here. So don't really know about that. We also have ring prediction here. The inner ring of your map shows where the ring will be in 2 minutes. This is really like Firestorm. So they're bringing back that ring of fire. It doesn't really matter in my opinion if it's gas or it's fire or anything. I don't really think anyone cares about that. We also have repair tool here. In addition to repairing vehicles and gadgets, the engineer class repair tool can be used to crack some safes as well. You have an ability called Shakedown. Perform a takedown on a downed player to take their dog tags and briefly reveal their squad mates' positions. So in my opinion, this is not going to be very practical because when you down someone, the squad mates are likely very close. So in the middle of that taking down, knocking them down animation, you're probably going to be dead, right? So in my opinion, this is not going to be very practical unless you have your squad mates around you. They actually cover you while you perform this takedown. We have to wait and see how this works out. For vehicle resupply stations, if you're low on health or ammo in a combat vehicle, find a resupply station to top off. Vehicle resupply stations have limited uses. To get the most out of a combat vehicle, use them wisely. We also have the oversight system. This oversight system, in my opinion, is total crap and it's going to be a shit show, and I'll explain to you why in just a few seconds. Let's go ahead and read through this. The oversight system allows soldiers out of the fight to stay in the action with remote cameras, drones, and turrets. For oversight terminals here, capturing an oversight terminal gives your dead squad mates control of advanced security systems with lethal potential. This is very important, guys. Lethal potential. This means you go on a turret as a dead person, basically you just died. Use your second chance, you died, and you're out of the fight, right? You can jump on a turret, basically killing the person who sent you to hell. This is just look, I'm not a Battle Royale fan, okay? I don't really plan to play Battle Royale. Maybe for a couple of videos I just go ahead and try it and basically let you know how things work, but my main thing is going to be the multiplayer of Battlefield 6, right? I'm not going to be there for a long time, I promise you that, but this just looks terrible to me. I have like 400 hours on Warzone just to get to know what Battle Royale has to feel like. Generally speaking, even though I'm not really experienced with Battle Royale, this just looks ridiculous. This should not be a part of this thing. Maybe in the future of Battlefield Labs, if they put this thing to test, they might actually find out that this system is not going to work that good. You can see the comments on Reddit of people getting excited for this kind of stuff, but honestly, this just doesn't look right. For oversight gadgets, drones accessible via the oversight system have ordnance delivery capabilities, bombs away. So you see someone's dead, they control a drone, and that drone can actually, send bombs. That's ridiculous. We've got public cameras here. Even if you don't have control of an oversight terminal, dead squad mates can use local security cams to maintain visibility. So I don't know if these cameras are going to be destroyable just like in Rainbow Six, for example. If we're talking about DICE, they can actually be impossible to destroy. If you're walking in somewhere, you see those cameras, you have to be able to destroy them. These public cameras actually make sense if you can actually destroy them. For oversight drones accessible via the oversight system can use redeploy points. So you can basically get on a drone, go to a redeploy point, use it, and get back into the fight. How awesome that is. I mean, this just feels ridiculous in my opinion. Maybe when it comes to action, maybe if you play it, it's not going to be the case. But from what I've seen so far and from what I'm reading, this is not going to work out. For oversight turrets accessible via the oversight system are vulnerable to enemy fire while controlled. Only while controlled. So you have to be first shot with a turret to know if someone's on it or not, and then you have to be able to react to it and destroy it. Otherwise, if someone's not there, if someone's not controlling it, you will not be able to destroy that turret. In my opinion, that's going to be the same thing for the cameras as well, and that's going to be bad. For class chests, they contain loot tailored to your chosen class. For rare chests, they can contain upgraded weapons, call-ins, and XSAPI plate carriers. So about these plate carriers, they actually double your armor capacity. So this is also like Warzone. And finally, we've got lootable vehicles. Some abandoned civilian and military vehicles can be looted, but be careful for alarms. So there might be alarms giving your possession away. And that was the entire Datamined information on the Battle Royale part of the next Battlefield game. Really interesting information here. We know a lot now about this Battle Royale game mode. So thanks to Temporal, but it's not over yet. For the remaster of Operation Firestorm in Battlefield 6, this has been revealed as the previously unknown location in Turkmenistan. Its description suggests that it will also be integrated into the main lore surrounding the conflict between NATO and Pax Armada. So this is the game description for this. Quote, one of the Turkmenistan's major oil refineries comes under attack as NATO forces target the country's key infrastructure as an effort to destabilize Pax Armada's presence in the region. So the first time I saw the concept art, I was like, dude, this completely looks like something like Firestorm. Fool me, I didn't even know that I'm talking about the real Firestorm right there. So this has been really good news. I really love that map, probably one of my favorite maps back in the day, and I'm really happy to see this map coming back. The recent news about the Battlefield hasn't been really good. All that crap about having all the weapons unlocked for all classes, and the gameplays that look too fast right now. I'm pretty sure some of you can relate to this, but the gameplays just look too fast. I didn't really expect that Battlefield game to be this fast, but just feels like a combination of 2042 and Battlefield 5, to be honest. But among all the bad news, this is actually some good news right there. Also, we have the signature weapons and traits for all the classes, so let's go ahead and read through that as well. This is also by Temporal. For Assault, the signature weapon is going to be the Assault Rifles, obviously. Faster switching to and from Assault Rifles. The signature trait is called the Enhanced Mobility, reduced fall damage, no movement speed penalty, resulting from a fall and faster sprint to shoot transition with all weapons. So, in my opinion, this is just too much, and there are so many people actually complaining about everyone in the playtest actually playing only Assault class. So now you see why. Now you see why they play Assault class, because you can jump around, you can do whatever you like without any movement penalty, you can go from sprint to shoot faster with all the weapons, not only Assault Rifles, and in my opinion, this is just too much for Assault, okay? Let's go ahead to Engineer. The signature weapon is going to be the personal defense weapons, the PDWs, and for your signature trait, you're going to have explosive damage resistance, take reduced damage from explosives. So just go ahead and compare Engineer to Assault. Look at the signature trait, taking less explosive damage versus reduced fall damage, no movement penalty, faster sprint to shoot transitions with all weapons. That's why Assault is overpowered already in Battlefield Labs, already. For support class, the signature weapon is light machine guns, experienced with heavy gear and does not suffer sprint speed penalty with light machine guns. So you only get the sprint speed penalty removed for you if you're playing support with a light machine gun. That means that light machine guns will have some sort of speed penalty if used by other classes, which is interesting. Signature trait, faster revive and drag speed, faster at dragging down soldiers and faster at reviving them when stationary. So unfortunately, this squad revive is still there in Battlefield 6, or at least least to this day. Maybe they remove it or something. And finally, for recon, the signature weapon is going to be sniper rifles, obviously. Expert marksman who can stabilize aim by holding breath and can rechamber quicker between shots. So you basically rechamber quicker, that bolt cycle is going to be quicker, and you can stabilize your aim by holding your breath. That's not going to be the case for any other class. And finally, the signature trait is called aim spotting, automatically spots enemies while aiming down the sight. So this is very interesting, okay? They're doing stuff to the weapons, making it unplayable for other classes. For example, LMGs will have significant sprint penalty. Why do that? Just lock the weapon. You know, they're doing something, they're making penalties that will compel you to not play, for example, LMGs with engineers. They're doing stuff like that. They're doing stuff for people to not play sniper rifles with, you know, support or assault or engineer. The penalties are ridiculous, okay? So why not just log them and be done with it? Just log them, the community will appreciate it. You will fulfill whatever you're trying to do, except for selling skins. You're not going to be able to fulfill that, sorry, but the game's going to be balanced. And they are trying to balance the game with penalties instead of, you know, just logging the weapons, which in my opinion is just foolish. And as the final part of the video, let's go ahead and read through this tactical advice thing. An automated tactical advice system may be coming to Battlefield 6. It serves as a fallback when no active squad order is set, letting players earn squad benefits and personal rewards. Squad leaders can override this advice at any time by setting their own orders. So this, in my opinion, is very interesting. It allows the squad to have a active squad order when the squad leader is sleeping. You know, some squad leaders just don't give a damn about anything and they just play, and no squad orders or nothing. So you'll basically be able to complete your missions, assignments, whatever's there that's related to squad orders, and get those XPs and stuff. And they can be easily overridden at any time. So in my opinion, that's a win-win, and this is something good that's coming to the game. So that's going to be about today's video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this was helpful, somewhat informative. Do make sure you go down in the comment section, let me know what you think about the video. YouTube hasn't been really kind to me in the past few weeks, so your likes, your comments will be very appreciated here, and it will help the channel to get back to those glorious days. Thank you all guys for watching. Until next time, guys, stay cool.